Welcome to 180 U-Turn, the talk show that features some of the greatest conversion stories of our time. Stories of men and women who are on the highway to hell when they encountered a Damascus Road experience that completely turned their lives around. Hello everyone, I'm Steve Savant, and today we're broadcasting live from the Christian Life Ranch in New River, Arizona, one of the most comprehensive Christian faith-based solutions to life-controlling problems, which is code for dope, drugs, drinking, codependent relationships, gambling. Oh my gosh, I could go on. Pornography, whatever it is. For more information on the Christian Life Ranch and their value-based menu of support services and any of their weekly meetings or special events, just hop out to their website at tzaz.org. That's tcaz.org. And if you want to write me at the show's email address is steve@180uturn.com. That's steve@180youturn.com. Love the Bible verses you guys send me. They're golden. Hey, we're in day 3 of Michael Leeders' story, which is somewhat of a blockbuster here as we keep unfolding it. I mean, it has so many permutations to this story. I mean, it blows my mind. And we're talking about, I get it. If you were not, you're just coming into the show now on a Wednesday, you need to go back and watch the Monday, Tuesday episodes so you can get it in chronology and understand where we're at. Because, when his mom died, he walked out and he was done with God. Done. I'm done. I'm over. You've done me no favors. I'm out of here. Yeah. And every time we have an event like this, I have found prison and addictions follow. I don't know, one of those two or both, right?
Right.
A bad event happens in a young man's life. Things go downhill, and they go downhill fast. So let's talk about it now. You got a job. You're roofing, right?
Yeah. I always worked. So.
You always worked, and you're a physical guy where you work, right? So going on a site, roofing is a very labor-intensive job. No big deal. You're a big guy and in shape.
Can handle it.
Yeah, you can handle it. So you're sitting on the side of the roof. I was reading this. I said, hanging off. I thought you were going to tell me you fell off, right?
No.
No, but now I always want to know the difference. Like, you started with Coke. You're doing weed. You're drinking like a fish. Mm-hmm. How do I go from that, and Coke's bad enough,
right,
to migrating over to heroin?
I think there's pills in between there. There's always been dabbling. Here's speed. Here's this, and but you have your there's always pot. There's always drinking, and but I don't know how. I really don't know how that just happened. I guess we ran out of pills one day.
No meth
around, and somebody said, "Hey, let's do this." And I'm like, "Hey, sign." I'm all about the more drug. More. So,
but in your mind, you're an intelligent guy, Michael. And you're telling me you'd never heard about the bad boy issues of heroin?
Oh no, I just wasn't scared of it.
So you're a medical guy.
Yeah.
You did time in the Army as a medical officer. Triage.
Yeah.
Right? And you're telling me none of this crossed your mind as a young man?
No. It just
stunned.
I wasn't.
Not stunned.
I just wasn't afraid of what the outcomes could be at the time. Okay, I think I was seeking out.
Did you make a decision in your head? Well, I'll smoke it, but I'm not going to shoot it.
No.
Okay, so
I never made a decision whether I would. Okay, so it just was easier to smoke it. I was never big on putting needles in my own body. I did get injected one time. That ended really bad.
So do you think that maybe kept you away from that aspect?
Yeah. The whole idea of I woke up being defibrillated.
And did you go to the hospital because of that?
No, I was in a room with a couple girls, and we were going to get ready to do our thing, but we were getting high first, and she wanted to shoot me up, and I let her, and next thing I know, I got an oxygen mask on. There's a bunch of paramedics in the room.
Oh my gosh!
And I'd OD'd.
Okay, now let's stop here for a second. Because the previous episode yesterday you said you're done with God.
Yeah.
Now you are having a problem. A major problem. You're OD'd. You got parameds hanging over your head. This can't be good.
Right.
All right. So with God out of the picture, what's the next step here?
Wow.
You going to be able to ride this out?
I thought I would.
Really? In your head?
In my head, I got this. This was. I had that mentality. Growing up from a young age, your father, hey, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Wrestling puts you into that. The Army teaches you got to do it. You got to do it. So there's this I got this thing, and it wasn't real. It was so false. I think it just came to, like, I never let anybody, never did a needle again after that, but I would smoke it all the time. And as we were talking about the roofing thing, we were traveling a lot, and I was hanging off we were at the Bank of America building in Texas, and you have a parapet wall, you put up a wall so you're not supposed to walk over, but I walk over it anyways, and I'm sitting on the edge with my feet hanging off, and I'm smoking a tray, and I got a little pint of vodka next to me, and my boss used to buy me vodka. I was a good enough roofer that he would, I need you to work, but he came up on me doing that, and he's like, dude, look what you're doing, and it's a good 30 floors down, and I'm just looking over the edge, smoking a tray and drinking my lunch, and he was like, you got to go. I'll get you a bus, and you can go home. I need you to get better. I'd love to have you come back, but we can't do this.
Did you see that? Did you take it as legitimate compassion from his point of view?
He was a nice guy. Yeah. He was a real nice guy. He's an older guy, and I believe he was really looking out for my best interest. Obviously, this is not just the OSHA problem with me not following it, but it's. I imagine he had a real heart for what was going on. I imagine he had troubles in his life and had been through things, and I think he was just looking out for me in that moment. And it wasn't too short after that. I was bouncing around from hotel to hotel, trying to figure out my next move.
Here, back in Arizona?
Yeah, they sent me back from Texas back to Arizona, and get a hotel room and get those weeklies, whatever. I'm just blowing my money. Those things are expensive, and I'm using up my, any help from my family. And then finally, Teen Challenge,
Whoa, how'd you get here? How do you even know about Teen Challenge?
How do you even know about Teen Challenge?
Yeah, I mean, we're both Catholic. Who knows about Teen Challenge?
I don't know, I don't know of, like, substance abuse options, Tough it out, get over it. I never kicked drugs that hard, it's just like, so stay busy.
Would it be a fair assessment that you viewed yourself as a functioning user but not an addict?
Oh, definitely.
Okay,
yeah, I didn't have a problem. You all had problems. I was fine. I was doing just fine getting high and drinking every day and like trying to run my life the way I was.
Well,
why?
But how did you even think about Teen Challenge though?
I was staying with one of my sisters, and like she had sent me
here.
Yeah, here in Arizona. They had both moved back after my mom died. Everybody kind of split up real quick. One sister went to Pennsylvania, the other sister went to Puerto Rico, and I was just kind of here left to my own devices. And usually we were real close, but everything kind of fell apart after that. So they moved back, and they were like, dude, you really got to figure something out. I neglected we don't get along to this day. I have a half-brother. And I was staying with him for a moment, and we don't get along. Like, it's terribly toxic. We don't have the same father, and we both, I believe at the time he had a lot of resentment towards my dad for what happened with our mom. And I think he was...
taking it out on you.
Yeah, of course he was. So, but he did find Teen Challenge. He did say, hey, here's this place. You got to get out of my place.
Okay,
so.
Excuse me though. How did he know about it?
I don't know.
This guy's not a Christian, right?
Well, he was Catholic.
But did he know what was going on? I mean,
with me?
Well, with the Lord and hey, Teen Challenge will help you.
No, he didn't know. No, he didn't know any of that. He just found a place to go.
Well, I mean, is he looking in the telephone book?
I don't know.
See,
to this day, I don't know. I never actually talked to him about it.
But this is important to me because I see, hey, there's steering going on here. There's heavenly, direction.
Right.
And so he tells a guy that doesn't know nothing about deep Christianity or Teen Challenge being a Protestant organization that helps kids on the street. Originally the gang warfare stuff in New York. Now it's detox, rehab, and prison people and all that. So it's weird that somebody who's not really connected suggests this. This is why I always say, if you get to a place like this with indirect avenues, it's just like, man, there must be something going on in heaven.
Something else going on.
Somebody's cutting the directions here, you know.
Yeah.
So it's important because you somehow were okay with that.
I was like, all right, cool. Like, I didn't want to be around him anymore, obviously, and for whatever reason, it was fine. I was just fine with it, you know, and I just kind of walked into it, and
was it
not
this
saying
facility?
I liked it.
Was it this
No, it was
facility?
well, you start at the
in
induction
Tucson.
center. No, and there's one in Phoenix.
Oh, there's one in Phoenix.
On 15th Avenue and Grand.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So there's 2 induction centers, one in Phoenix, one in Tucson, and then after your 4-month stay of induction, then you come up to the training phase here at the ranch.
Okay, so, and this was how many years ago? 6 years ago or so?
2015. Yeah.
Okay, so 6 years. So you, on the basis of your half-brother, whom you're not really in a very good relationship at all,
Yeah.
who suggests, and he's no scholar.
No, he's not doing well at the time either.
Yeah, so he says, hey, go to this place called Teen Challenge.
Yeah.
And you were like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you show up at the induction center.
Mm-hmm. And
give me your first day. What did you're a Catholic boy, Irish Catholic,
Yeah.
standing at the doors of a Protestant, oh no, may I add, Pentecostal.
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
just to add more, you know, a strangeness.
So you get there and you like, there's the whole, everybody's happy, and I'm not sure if it's real or not, and people are telling you they love you, and I'm not feeling that. Like, I wasn't hearing that, and you know, you have your devotions in the morning, and they would do a praise and worship service where you just sit there and listen to, and I never listened to Christian music like they do now. You know, growing up Catholic, you had like the accordion and the choir and the ahs and all that stuff.
Accordion.
Yeah.
Wow.
You had you had the hymns,
Sure.
which, you know, was what I related to. So I'm listening to whatever their Hillsong at the time or something.
And they're introducing you to the Bible. You've never been in that.
Oh no! I mean, I was familiar with the Bible. You know, you grow up. You know, when you go through catechism classes and stuff like that, you have to learn. But no, I did not have an understanding of what God's word of all of it was. You know,
there's
like
a lot of
God
rules.
speaking through
There's
it.
a lot of rules here too when you come in. So was it hard, easy?
I could conform to, you know, I just looked at it like the military. You know, just shape up or ship out. And
when you walk through the doors, are you trying to get off dope and alcohol? Is that the goal while you're coming in?
Oh gosh, when I first came in, I think the goal was to be back with my daughter. That was the goal.
And this will help that.
And this will get, you know, yes, exactly.
Okay, so I'm not coming to God for God's sake. I'm not coming to Teen Challenge for my drug's sake. Nope. I'm coming to Teen Challenge because that could be part of my path back to the gal, to your daughter.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
I love people. I love people who come into detox and rehab without any agenda of getting sober, or finding God, or they got a whole other alternative. It just blows my mind. So, which, by the way, I think God can use my misdirections, you know, what I think is I'm supposed to be doing, and then steer me back to where I need to be.
Exactly.
So we have to go through. We got so much going on in our story here. Tomorrow we're going to talk about, hey, how do you find God in detox and Teen Challenge? I think this is a huge issue, and so many people have went through SIF like this, Teen Challenge and other ministries that provide these kind of services. I'm always amazed how people find God. And the guy said, I already asked, were you looking for the Lord? He goes, no. I was just looking at you. You're just looking
for my end game.
That's right, your end game. So remember, if you want more information on what's happening here at Teen Challenge, please feel free to go out to their website, tcaz.org, where you'll find all the information that you need on Christian Life Ranch and their value-based support services, their weekly meetings, and their special events. So hop out to the website at tcaz.org and get all the information, especially if you're local. This is a great time. And if you say, hey, I really relate to Michael, you might be able to hop on the line and have a chat, right?
I'd love to have a chat.
Maybe even FaceTime. Hey,
let's do it.
Whatever works. So until next time, I'm Steve Savannah, and remember, no one's outside the reach of God. No, not one.